There have been cases of traffic policemen being assaulted by motorists and pedestrians. Kimani Mbugua is on the roads today. He's on Ngong Road. So, Kimani, while you take a look at the traffic, I wonder how people feel about what's happening. We understand there's a manhunt out for that case in Nakuru, the man who was caught assaulting a traffic police officer out of a tuk-tuk. Kimani is aboard a pickup truck. Best be on your best behavior, Kimani. No throwing rocks at traffic police.
Yes.
Otherwise, there'll be a manhunt out for you today.
Well, Yvonne, this morning I've been reading the statement by the Independent Policing Oversight Authority on that incident that happened of a motorist assaulting a police officer, which happened now to be the case of a dog biting a man biting a dog, because there's been a lot of complaints in the last 1 month, and we've been on traffic and we've been covering these stories of people saying that police officers are asking them for things that are not mandatory. Police officers have been kind of harassing them and targeting them, but then this time it happens that motorists are the ones who are assaulting police officers, and that is a very serious offense, by the way. It warrants you to a sentence of up to 10 years or a fine of 1 million or both. So if you're a motorist and you assault a police officer, then that, and you're convicted of it, that is 10 years or a fine of 1 million or both, depending on the nature of that case. But those are the terms of the sentence that you're looking at. Now, that statement by IPOA, of course, it's resonating with some people. But then we're going to talk to some people in traffic and see how what the general feeling is with the police and the conduct. Because it's not all police officers who do these things. There are some who go out of their way, and in fact yesterday the National Police Service released a statement also, kind of a regular reminder. They do this on a regular on Twitter, which is kind of a good thing to do this, to keep on reminding people the law, so that when you get arrested, then the process of how you're supposed to get arrested. So they released a statement yesterday where the Police Act of 2011, which stipulates that a police officer is not supposed to insult you, is not supposed to use harsh language. They're actually supposed to arrest you in an orderly way until, if you resist arrest, that is when they're supposed to use force. And that is something that the National Police Service sent out yesterday, kind of sending a message that they're generally aware that there are police officers who go out of their way and harass the public. But then also, given this case, now the public has also been misbehaving. Now, let's get back to traffic. We'll have that conversation with people in traffic. People are always crazy, and we want to hear what their thoughts are. And I wish me luck, Yvonne, because I've spoken to a few people at the junction, and I've had, some of their sentiments, what they say about the police. Some have good things to say, some have not very good things to say, but we'll see about that in the next link. But now, this is how things are looking on Ngong Road. We're approaching Prestige Plaza. It's a slow drive. It's not very packed. In fact, this is right next to RFUA grounds. It's not very packed, so it's quite a slow, smooth drive, though. As you can see, the movement. When we went on air with you, Yvonne, on that link, we were at the junction, exactly at the junction. That is where we were, and now we're approaching Prestige Plaza, going down Ngong Road. So this is how it looks. Let me show you how it looks from behind, on the way behind us. That's where cameraman Hassan zooming in. So now you can see how it looks on Ngong Road. So if you haven't left the house, if you live in Karen, Ngong Road, that is Kawangware, then Naivasha Road, Kawangware. This is how it looks. It's packed. This one goes all the way to the junction at Naivasha Road. That's also at the junction roundabout. That is where it goes up to. So it's not looking very, very not too bad, but again also not the best drive. In fact, now going ahead, I can see it's a bit easy now. You can see it's clearing up. So that's a traffic behavior that you can expect now going out. It's easy sometimes, and sometimes it's shockingly bad in some roads, and most of the roads are not looking really, really bad this morning. I can say the only problems you find, and this is expected, and I always say this is when people are going to work, because we all decide to go to work at the same time in Nairobi, and which is a peculiar behavior. But then this is how it looks. As you can see, it's a smooth drive. We have to slow down so we can shuka this pickup truck, which is, of course, I always say it's my favorite thing to do on TV. But then we'll talk about this issue of the motorists or the public now turning to assault police officers. That will be on the next link, and we'll hear what people have to say about that, Yvonne.
Indeed, Kimani Mbugua atop a vehicle in motion on Ngong Road. And there's nothing peculiar, Kimani, about all of people going to work at the same time. Other than those of us here, everyone has to be at work at 8 o'clock, I think. So nothing peculiar. I think we are the peculiar lot because we are here at all odd hours.